Sorry, I've been getting things ready. I know I'm actually live right now. So Bitcoin and Ethereum are about to reach some new all-time highs. Bitcoin has actually already done it. Okay, you look at our screen. Let's see. Look at that. So Bitcoin, I'm pretty sure. Just want to double check. We should be actually at an all-time high right now with Bitcoin. Oh, it seems like Ethereum's doing really well too. Look at that. So we had a previous resistance line, okay, in 4020, and that was broken. That was broken today. So that was broken, and it's now. It got up to 4081. 4020. It's 420, right? 4020. Broken. And today's date 10 20 21. Cool. So I built this circle, if you can see, I built that circle as the wind up breakout zone. As you can see from charting, it has worked. We're breaking out right now. We're breaking out from the resistance line. Now, what we want is we want that line to fall back down a little bit and bounce off. Okay, that's how we know that support is now here, and we are good to go. Okay, this is really, really cool. So let's check some things out. So BTC, let's go back to BTC. So I built another line. Okay, that's still the main line. Okay, that's still the line. Hold on. So that's still. I'm still getting used to all this. So I'm just trying to share the link around to just to see, so people know that I'm live. So bear with me. I apologize. I'm still going through the process of learning, and this is really exciting. So I'm pretty jacked up about some stuff that we could come up with today. If the altcoins follow this, which I mean they should. Let's go, Maddie. That's right. We got to make a new contest soon. I'm with Conquering Crypto, by the way. My name is DeMarco. I do charting. I have a Twitter. I've got a TradingView account where you can see my charts. But my main is called Conquering Crypto. And on Conquering Crypto, you can join fellow traders that are interested in crypto and stocks. We also we do contests. We do just fun things. The other day we did Stump the Crew. People ask questions, and we got so much answered. One of my admins named Maddie, he's the one that started that. I'm very proud of my team, and I'm very proud of my group. We're over 100 people large, and we would like to add you. If you have interest in this space, I don't care if you're a noob or a pro, come and join us. Let's have some fun and make some money together. Sound cool, huh? Yesterday I made a trading video that had to do with charting that taught you the most basics with charting, which is trend lines and things like that. I'm going to be making more advanced stuff soon as well. And Oh, thanks, man. Maddie told me he's proud of me. That makes me feel good. I had a really rough morning. I'm having trouble right now with the Voyager app. I've got thousands of dollars that I can't access. They're not letting me withdraw it. I also can't turn it into a coin and transfer it. So you'll have to bear with me. I've been upset for the past couple days because I have a lot of trades that I'd like to do, and that's my main. So anyway, sorry, I don't want to bore you with nonsense. Let's have a look at our coin. So so I drew that line and it's just tapped that line. See how important that is? I drew that trend line, the top of the tunnel, and take a look. That's where it's touching and that's where it's bouncing off of. That's why this stuff is so important to learn how to chart. Because when you see after you've drawn this stuff and you see it work, or you see price action moves in conjunction with what you have figured out, it's like having an epiphany that you actually can work with the market. So cool. I love it. So let's take a look at this. I drew this not long ago. Now, if you can see on the side, this is called the VPVR, also the volume profile. Everything that you see is green. It might be difficult to see. I apologize. But if you can see the little green that's opaque and the little red, that's buys versus sells at that price level. The VPVR is a very, very important tool. You can discover natural support and resistance lines. Um, you can see whether price is going to move in a certain direction because of the movement of the volume profile. It's just really good stuff. Here, let me show you. There's a book. I usually have this out with me. Okay. I'm sure, I guess it's backwards for you guys, but it's Volume Profile, The Insider's Guide to Trading. Okay. I use this book. I love it. This is how I learned about volume profile stuff. Check it out. Anyway, so the price of Bitcoin right now has reached a new high. This is a new all-time high. I want to make sure I'm saying that correctly. Yes. So the previous all-time high was 64,890, and right now the all-time high is 66,608. That is where we're at right now. This is great. It's just great news. Let's go back to Ethereum. Okay, so Ethereum did something important. Ethereum broke its resistance, and that was a major resistance. Let us draw some lines together. Okay, so what would we do now? What would we do? We would draw a top line. Okay, so we want to make this a tunnel. We want to make it a flag. Top line, bottom line. That gives you your most basic graphing area to look for patterns. And that's what we're doing all the time. We're looking for patterns. Now, I'm going to move this a little bit here. That looks cool. That looks cool. Okay. And we're going to make this a little bit bigger. Okay. I think that's fair. All right. So I'm actually going to remove this zone. I had this zone up for a bit. I'm actually going to remove it. All right. So what would be great? This is what we want. Prime example of what we are looking for. Okay. I might actually buy some futures on this in a little bit to see if price is going to keep. Okay, look at the volume of orders at the bottom. This is great. Look at all that pump. Good. So this is what the kind of idea we would want to see. Okay, so we would want to see, this is Ethereum. We would want to see a bounce eventually up here and then back down. Then of course, it's gonna, I'm sure, be a little chaotic. So maybe a little bit in here, a little bit in here, a little movement. Okay, it might actually stay around the resistance line for a bit. Okay, might bounce around. But this is what we really eventually want, is we eventually want it to fire out of that. Okay, if it does, if Ethereum does this today, I will be placing orders with my futures. I will place the order around that level. Okay, I would put my stop loss alarm at that level, and I will have a take profit area. Where are we at here? My take profit area will be somewhere up there. If it's still going and I don't see resistance at the top, you can make your own take profit area. Whether you want to make 10%, 20%, 30%. Putting $100 on an order and getting 10% is $10. If you can do that 10 times in one day, which is not impossible at all, you made $100 for the day. I know a lot of people don't have tons of money to put onto this, but think about it that way. Okay, if you're doing little orders with small bits of money, but if you're doing it over and over and over throughout the day by finding this stuff, you're doing incredible then, because you're making money. If you can make $100 a day continually, you will be successful as a charter and a trader. Okay, so that's what we're looking at with Ethereum. That's what we're hoping will happen. This blue line is the resistance it just broke. It still has a really big possibility of bouncing off of that. So even though I drew it that way, and as an example, what we actually want to see, so we're here, right here. So we want to see it bounce off this. We actually want to see it bounce off of this. Okay, this is what we really want to see, to be honest. Okay, let's see. Blue, let's make these other guys blue. Paint the happy little trees blue. All right, now it can bounce again. It could even go back through to turn it into resistance again, and then still the same thing from this point. It could bounce here, but then we could fire out from there. Okay, and in that scenario, we would still see the same type of order. So order would be here, take profit up top, and either your stop loss or your alarm, or you would put the alarm at the stop loss area, but you would want to have some kind of stop loss to just cut your losses. If you out of $100, if you lose 10, get out. The trade wasn't for you. There's a lot of fake outs. When we see these breakouts, there's a lot of fake outs. So removing the fake out, removing your order from the fake out, losing a few bucks is way better than holding on to it and letting it continue south and you losing a whole bunch of money. Who knows? You might even lose the whole thing. So that's why stop losses save lives. Alarms save lives for people that don't have or use stop losses. Okay. Let's go back to BTC. She's looking good, man. This is great. This is really good stuff. All right. Well, that's the video for now. I might have something else coming up in a bit, but yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that for now. I'm going to be tracking this all day. I will make another live video later on. It is pre-recorded, so even if you missed it, you can come and replay it on my site. I do have a Venmo where I do accept tips. If you guys want me to continue, that's going to be one of the major ways that I know, is if you guys want to tip me $1. It helps me more than you think. I also have my trading group, Conquering Crypto. So if you go into Facebook and type in Conquering Crypto, you will see a white top background, says Conquering Crypto. That's my page. I started it, it's like 6 to 8 months ago. I have over 100 members, and we would like you to be a member. If you're serious about making money and you have interests in crypto and stocks and other trading stuff, bots, mining, come and join us. Give us your insight. I've been doing the charting now for a little bit, and I've gotten extremely good at it. So I've started to make prediction lists. In those prediction lists, I've got a lot of winners, and if you are a member of the group, you're allowed to see the list. That's something you get access to. So why not come and join us, right? So I do have the Venmo if you guys want to tip. I would like you guys to join us on the trading group Conquering Crypto. And I do have a Twitter. The handle I think is DeMarco Danny. I don't think you can find it through Conquering Crypto, but it is in the description below. Let's do one last look. Bitcoin is looking solid. You see how it bounced off that trend line? That's important because then we want it to now version of this is what we want is we want it to bounce off of this like this as an example. Here, let's make our orange guy longer here. And then we want it to eventually get out. And again, you then place your order near the breakout. Place your alarm stop loss a little bit under, which you're happy with, and then let that bad boy fly. And as it flies, once you get to something you're happy with, don't be greedy. That's the thing. Don't be greedy. If you're not greedy, I guarantee you will be making more than you think. Don't be greedy. So this can be, in other words, if you've made 20 bucks already, but you really wanted to make 40 and now you're afraid it might fall, just take the 20. Just take it because you can find another stock or crypto to do that again on. Just take the profits when you're happy with a certain amount, okay? That's really important to continually plus your account. Small wins lead to large victories, okay? That's the best way to increase your bags. All right, so I'm going to turn off this alarm actually, just because. But underneath is where your alarm would go, under here. So if it starts to fall too far, you get an alert, and that alert says beep, beep, beep. And then you know price is falling, you can sell the order, okay? Now that's not as good as having a stop loss. A stop loss is already there, but the benefit to the alarm is that now it still might push back up, meaning it isn't already sold. It's something you can now monitor, which I think is better. But if you don't know or you miss the alarm and price falls, that stop loss would have helped you. So there's pros and cons to both. That was the BTC one. I just wanted to show off the rectangle. So all of this could be profit. So from our $100, let's see what we would have made. $100 place here, okay, 20%. You made 20 bucks. You sell the order. I know you got to pay fees, this and that, but you just made 20 bucks, just like that. So if you had $1,000, you just made 200, just like that. If we lost and it was a fake out, you might have lost, let's see, what would you lose? So if you put in 100 and your stop loss is right around there, 4%, you lost $4. It's a risk that you're gonna have to take. There's a lot of risk involved with this stuff, and especially crypto because it's so volatile. So my point is that you protect yourself with small losses that may happen, but the goal is to get the big gains. And as long as you're getting big gains more than you're taking in small losses, you're gonna win. You're gonna do it. You're gonna be successful. You need to have a plan. You need to have a plan of action so that when you go into these trades, what are you willing to lose? What percentage? Have goals. The more you lock in how much, the more you're able to get a grasp on the whole concept, being safe, playing defensively, watching the market, reading news. If you can gather all this stuff together, there is a system out there that will work for you. I found one, and this works for me. I promise you there's a system that works for you. That's going to be it for now. Just giving more examples of how you would trade these things right now and how we want to look at them. Charting is so important to me. It's almost everything. Everything I do is involved with charting. And now when I mix that with news and other things, it makes it even better. But everything is about the charting for me. It's very important. So now if you'll look, we went down to the 30-minute, okay? The 30-minute, if you'll look, take a good look. Let's look. It didn't go below. It didn't go below the area we had drawn. That's great. If it touches its toe in that area, that means that support already exists there and the bulls got control of that candle. That's important. We need that to happen a little bit more, so we'll have 100% proof that this is our new support. But man, let me tell you, that's it. All right, I don't want to go too overboard for now. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. There's going to be plenty of these being made. Come and see me at Conquering Crypto. If you want to tip me, I do have a Venmo. Look it up. It's in the description, and you can follow my Twitter as well. Thanks for joining me, guys. I really appreciate you more than you know. And I'm going to be giving out these tips and tricks and secrets and fun more often. And hopefully, hopefully you can learn something and maybe it'll help you. All right. Take care, guys. We'll see you real soon.